Hi team, in this video I'll be going over some troubleshooting tips that we're seeing across the district for students when they try to use the Illuminate Education Portal app in Clever. Now in order for some apps to work in Clever, students need the Clever extension in order for one-click access to work. This is not an Illuminate problem. This is a Clever extension problem. And so on our personal devices, unless our students have gone in there and physically added this extension, it will not show up, and Illuminate and other programs will not function correctly until this extension is installed. So right now, if your student goes to log in on a personal device into Illuminate, they'll get this little window that pops up the first time, and they'll go ahead and say, oh yeah, let me click on that. And they click on it, and it's going to take them here, and it's just going to sit there and not auto log them in like we're used to seeing. It may kick them back and say, hey, that's invalid, but in this case, it's not. So if I just go back to my other tab and I go back and I pay attention to some things, two things have happened. Number one is this paragraph has popped up that says, hey, you need the single sign-on. In order for single sign-on to work, you need the Clever extension. Now, what's good about here is there is a link that takes you to a help document, and just down over here where it says download links, it's got links for installing the Clever extension on Chrome, Firefox, and Edge. Now, Clever also prompts you right when you get into Clever that, hey, I need the Clever extension for one-click access to any program. So depending on what browser you're using, you'll either want to direct kids from here to get to this page to find the correct extension that they need, or if you see this little flag with the alarm bell, you can just have them click here right from the get-go, and this will be the first step in getting them logged into Illuminate. So I'm just going to click on Get the Clever extension, and it takes me right to where I can go in and add it to Chrome. Now, if I have to go the other direction for one of my other ones, or one of my other browsers, I'll click here, I'll click the Clever extension, and then I'll come in and I'll just click Install here, and once again, it's going to take me to where I can add it to my browser. So I'm just going to click Add to Chrome, Add Extension, and now Clever has been added in to my browser up here at the top. Now, it did disappear, so tell students to click the puzzle piece, and then they can click the pen, and that will make the C always be there. So now I'm going to close my two instances of Clever here, and then I'm just going to click Clever again, and now I'm ready to roll. And notice that banner is no longer here. Now the next thing we're starting to see is once I click on this Illuminate Education portal, we're going to hope that it logs us in. Now, sometimes it may work. Oh, it's not working this time, and this is because the password that my son uses to log into Clever, or to log into their Clovis Unified Single Sign-On, is not the same password that is in Illuminate currently. And so students need to update their password to be the exact same password that they use to sign into Clever. So now I'm going to go ahead and add that in. Hit update and log in. Let it roll for a second. And now I'm in. Now, one last thing here. If your student still cannot get through after going through those two steps, the next step is to make sure, now this step is important too for people on school devices or on their personal devices, is that their cache needs to be cleared. And this is another very easy process that we just want to make sure we do. If those first two steps don't work, come in, click the three dots on the right, go to More Tools, go to Clear Browsing Data. Make sure we change this to Advanced, and make sure we have this be all time. Select all of the checkboxes, and then hit Clear Data. If you get through these three things, your students should definitely be able to log in. If the challenge is still there after that, please reach out to Clovis Technology for them to take it a step further. But these three steps should get every single one of our students into Illuminate.